Hey, I'm Justin Levy, the founder of Spirit House, and you're going to watch a video of one of my clients talking about their experiences in a private session. Hey, come on in.
Hi, my name is Lori, and I'm here to talk about individual sessions with Justin. I started seeing Justin for bodywork back in January of 2021. And if you recall, that's when we were about a year into the shutdown. And for me, bodywork is essential. I've been doing it for over 20 years on a regular basis. And at that time, I had been without a practitioner for about a year. The person I'd been seeing had folded up her tent. And so I was getting pretty desperate. So I asked my naturopath, do you know anybody who's still doing this work? And he said, yeah, I know this one guy. I think he's still doing it. So he gave me Justin's contact information. I looked him up on his old website, had no idea what it was that he did, but I thought, I don't care. If he's doing body work, I'm gonna go check it out. So I make an appointment, and we sit down and we talk, and I tell him my stories, and then we start doing the body work. And right away, I thought, okay, this is different, but I didn't realize how different it was going to be until the end when I had this huge emotional response. And I had been doing abdominal massage right before Justin, so I was used to having big physical responses, but this was different. I had a huge emotional response, crying and sobbing, and I just could not understand where that came from. And how bodywork could do something like that. And I thought, I don't know what that was, but I like it, obviously, because as I record this, it's almost 4 years later, and I'm still coming in on a regular basis to do bodywork with Justin.
What happens is through this work, and when the spirit starts to move, it starts to go into places in our body where we've stored emotion, suppressed emotion, rage, despair, any kind of feeling, sometimes joy, sometimes people start laughing. Within that too, there is an ask when we connect to spirit to move with her, to dance with her, to explore how she's moving in our body. And I think a lot of people have a tendency to want to shut down sometimes when that happens and to close off. And if we really surrender, sometimes people start moving, sometimes they start vocalizing or toning or chanting. And especially at this stage, that's really important and essential.
It's like a bottomless pit sometimes. You just think, when am I going to be cried out? Although I've come to see the crying as a way almost to not feel. Because once that starts, then everything stops and shuts down. But I've actually gotten to the point where I can feel all that stuff underneath and stay with it. And when that happens, that's just an amazing feeling.
The tears came from the beginning as a result of this work, but then she said sometimes the tears are a way to not feel. And what she's describing is she found a certain medicine with her tears, and then that became its own loop, and that there's even something deeper than that, which is even more tricky or complicated to access. So we can get stuck in whatever medicine is right here that's worked for us is, well, this is what I'm doing. So to keep going in deeper requires persistence and awareness.
This work is probably not for everybody, or it depends on where you are in your life, and maybe you tried it before and you came away thinking, ooh, that's a little too intense, but maybe you're in a different place right now. And so if that happened, I'd say come back and give it another try. If you haven't, I say give it a shot. I have probably sampled just about every type of body work that is on offer here in Portland, and that's a lot. And I can say that the work that I do with Justin is the best that I've found for getting the energy flowing and keeping it flowing in my body. And so if you haven't tried this yet, I say make an appointment, come in, see if it can work for you, because there's a whole lot of other benefits beyond just that, depending on how much and how deep you want to go into this work.
All right, thanks for watching. For more information, go to my website, spirithousepdx.com, and you can book a session or a free 20-minute consult.